So what is pomade? You'll find out right after this. Hey everybody, I am Taylor from Beard vs. Geek, where I show you it is okay to be a man and a geek at the same time. Today's another manly video and we're talking about pomades. Pomades have been around since ancient Rome, however they didn't really take off until the 19th century, when pomades were made out of animal fats such as, well, bear. Nowadays, however, there are two main types of pomades. Ones that are oil-based, or petroleum oil-based, and the other ones that is water-based, like the one I have here. The water-based ones do wash out very easily since they're water-soluble, whereas the, well, petroleum-based ones aren't really that way. Pomades are there to give your hair a lot more hold than, say, for example, hair tonic, but yet it does not really dry out like hair gel. Pomades really took the scene with men hair care from the 1930s through the 1950s. That was like their big heyday. But today you can still find pomade in most drugstores. The use of pomade is very simple. However, I would recommend that you actually have damp hair in order to pull this off, which means I gotta take a shower. Alright, now that we have the hair damp and we have the pomade right here, all you need is one finger. You just take a little dab, about yay size, about the size of a dime or a 10p coin, alright? Put that in your palm. Warm it up. And apply lightly to your hair. Now I can already feel it getting really sticky, which is a good thing because this provides some really good hold. Now depending on the amount of petroleum or water or all sorts of different things that they put in the pomades, these things have different holds. There's a light hold, medium hold, heavy low hold. You just really got to look at your pomade that you're thinking about buying about what kind of hold you want. Now pomade is really great for a lot of classic and more modern styles of hairstyling. I typically do the traditional businessman. It works great for that to give it a lot of hold during the day. So if I know I'm going to be kind of sweaty throughout the day but I still want to look good, pomade is what I go to rather than hair tonic. Alright, so what I like to do when I'm using pomade, I like to do kind of a slick back approach. I don't want to get too fastidious about this because it's going to change. But what I like to do, just enough to get a decent idea where my part is. Now this is not perfect because I don't typically use a viewfinder to style my hair in the morning. I'm not that much of a camera geek. But right there you can get an idea about how much of a hold that little bit of pomade can give. Now I do have a couple of well, floops in the back there. So all I would need is a little dab of pomade again to kind of straighten out that part and to really define it, which you want to typically do with pomade, but camera makes it a little awkward. Anyway, there are literally hundreds of different brands of pomades, and what I've noticed is that men are typically passionate about pomade. They tend to gravitate towards a couple of different brands.
Here's your pomade.
2 weeks? That don't do me no good.
Here's Ford Auto Man's Bristol.
Hold on now, I don't want this pomade. I want Dapper Dan.
I don't carry Dapper Dan, I carry Fop.
Well, I don't want Fop, goddammit. I'm a Dapper Dan man.
Watch your language, young fella. This is a public market. Now, if you want Dapper Dan, I can order it for you. Have it in a couple of weeks.
I don't want to bias you against one brand or another because they aren't paying me. But then again, no one really does. Except for our wonderful patrons. Thank you so much. You guys are freaking awesome. You can find more about that at the end of the video. But let me know what you guys think about pomade and if there are any brands that you particularly enjoy in the comment section down below. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Great videos are coming out every week where I show you how it's okay to be a man and a geek at the same time. You can click right here for a great video about hair tonic or right here for some more manliness and geekiness. Because after all, if the women don't find you manly, they should at least find you geeky. And until next time, beard on, bro.